All right, everybody. So I'm really excited about this, obviously, because I'm doing a video right away about the new feature for the update that dropped on Friday for the Supernote. They had been mentioning for a while that they were going to fix some of the bugs that they had with the syncing and the auto sync that they came out with during the last update. And it was just really, something everyone was waiting on. What they weren't expecting, and what I wasn't expecting, was that they were also going to drop the ability to sideload apps on the Supernote device for the newest version, so the A6X2. This is not enabled on the A5X. I did check, and if you look at the updates for those, it does not list that as an option. Now, I do know that there is a hack you can do. There is a way that you can sideload apps on the current A5X. It's not recommended by RADA. Now, when it comes to the A6X2, sideloading, while not supported and while you have to click on a disclaimer and say, you understand that this is a third party device, and if you install something horrible, that they won't support you. They'll do their best effort, but it doesn't uh, it isn't something that they can take care of all the way. Anyway, all that aside, I want to show you why I'm excited about this really quickly. There are two apps I've wanted on this device since it came out, and it kind of completes the ecosystem for what I think these devices should do. If you don't want the full on books experience where it's a full on Android and you would rather have something that is really minimalist but still gives you the full functionality to be able to read and annotate and get books from any source that you want. And for me, that was the Kobo and the Libby app. Once you install, so you have to enable it, and then you have to run a script. And there are some really good resources on that. I'll link in the description to a subreddit that talks how to do that in Mac, PC, everything. But once you do, when you swipe down on the sidebar, you'll see here it says more. And that little more piece is how you can access the apps. So when you click on more, now you'll see those are installed here. And for example, we'll start with Kobo. And this is by far the best of the two integrations. Libby is good, but it's not quite as snappy as Kobo is. But hopefully you can really see here that this is a nice integration. Here I've got my books. It comes straight up. It opens quickly. I pop right into a book, and there you are. It's really quick. And the page turns move really well. And there's no animation on this one, so it really is snappy and quick and works very much like the Kindle app did. And when you hold down, you can do all of your things. So you can do a highlight, you can turn this, you can share this title. Now, to be fair, there's not much of a sharing function here. This is just built into the app. If you were on a phone or if you're on a Kobo device, this would actually allow you to do this to a browser or through an app. The Facebook integration, while it's here, it's not enabled through the built-in browser. Matter of fact, it gets blocked. It pulls you to the Facebook page, and then it says that it doesn't support the built-in browser. So that, if you use that functionality a lot, just understand that that's not going to be possible on the Supernote with the Kobo app. You can choose different highlight types. You can go ahead and add a note. So very much like we did with Kindle, this is a test note. And there it is. It pops right up. You go ahead and you hit enter, save. Now, when you pull that up, you'll see that there is the note that I just put in there, along with the highlight at the top. So it's a very good integration. And then I can go ahead and delete from there as well. It's a really good way to go ahead and have this available. I did notice that some of the hyperlinks kind of went to the wrong page, but I think that's a Kobo thing. Like it went to the page before a new chapter, or it accidentally went to the end of a page of a chapter. I'll have to do some more testing. This is very much in the moment, so it's not something that I've sat down with for a week or two and looked at. But I think it's really important to get this out there as quick as possible to show the integration. The other integration is Libby. So when you click on the Libby app, again, it pops right open. The sign in process on this was really easy to do. It only took a minute, and now all of your things are there. You put in your library card, and you're good to go. I went ahead and borrowed one book. So if you haven't read this book, by the way, it's fabulous. It's called London, and Edward Rutherford does historical novels that are fiction, but set in a really cool way to tell the story of a region or a city, or in some cases, a country, at least a part of a country. He's got one out called China that's very good. But here you can see the rendering is very good. This is where you run into the animations. I've enabled the accessibility settings, and it's supposed to have turned those off, but it hasn't. So you're still getting that little wobble when you go through the book. But again, when you hit the middle, you can pull up your different things, and you can look at any bookmarks you have. You can search, you can address the font, you can navigate the slider here for the book, you can highlight, you can actually do your definitions with your built-in uh, dictionary. You can highlight, you can search the book. You'll see that bookmark, it's pretty small, so you've got to really look for it right there. But if you bookmark, then it pops down and tells you that that page is taken care of. And then on both of these apps, you can go ahead and borrow. In this particular one, and in the Kobo, you can actually purchase right through the store. And that's one thing that Kindle limits you on. It doesn't allow you to purchase from an Android device. Kobo does. So again, really quick, really fun. Just wanted to drop in and show you all this new functionality. Hope you're as excited as I am about it. These were the two apps I was interested in, so feel free to test other ones. Just be careful. Don't Only recommendation I would have is this is not a video player. So if you download something like YouTube, you're going to get really awful quality. It's more for reading. I can see magazine apps, a lot of different uses here, but just making sure that you get a trusted app, because this could be something that could harm the device if you didn't get an app from a trusted source. So there'll be some links down in the description. Please, as always, help the channel, like, subscribe, let me know what kind of content you'd like to see, and otherwise, I will talk to you all soon.